Well, hi Cancers, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the center of the first part of the reading. So Cancers, let's get started. Let's find out, what does the universe want you to know? For Cancers, please. What does the universe want you to know? Ooh. What does the universe want you to know? Any advice is always welcome, please, for Cancer's universe. Okay, let's see what we have here for Cancer's weekly reading. There you are as a water sign, Cancer. Ooh. Well, I have one card left over for the second part of the reading. Okay. So Cancers, the overall energy here is the Three of Hearts. So you've been through it. There has been tears. There's been heartache. There might have been a third-party situation with the Three Swords. I need to read on to determine whether this really is a third-party situation or not. But the bottom line is your heartache, your tears are surrounding this entire reading. Now, I'm going to read and find out why and what's going to be happening. My nose itches. Somebody's talking about me. So I have the King of Pentacles in your highest energy. So the King of Pentacles is Earth. That's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart or in someone else's around this reading. But the King of Pentacles, your energy, all cards are male or female. The energy is that you're looking at a pentacle. You're looking at security, stability, groundedness, a possible commitment here. It just seems like something was blown up that you felt like, or came to an end, or maybe there's fighting. I just started reading these, with someone that you want a commitment with. And I feel like there's a lot of disappointment associated here with this reading so far. So next to the King of Pentacles is the Knight of Cups. This is an offer. Now, you may have presented this offer. It's right above the Three of Swords. So you may have come out with like an I love you and didn't get one back. Or, someone said, well, I'm just not ready. I don't want to settle down. And it just feels like this offer. Now, they have come forward with an offer, and it really disappointed you once you were involved. I have the Fool next to the Knight of Cups. So it seems to me they came, okay, this is what's going on here. And you figured this out, and it really kind of broke your heart. But it feels like you wanted a secure and stable relationship with someone. You had an offer that came in that seemed very sincere, okay? Because the Knight of Cups is a sincere love offer. I mean, whether it's, asking for your phone number or wanting to go for a walk, on a date, whatever. But it's sincere. There's no ulterior motives. They presented themselves that way, but ended up living in the Fool's energy. So what happened is you took a leap of faith on an offer that was presented to you. And, it was fun while it lasted. This is like living in the moment, throwing caution to the wind. It's a joyful card, as you can see, but it's dancing along with your head in the clouds. It's really not looking forward toward that pentacle. And I feel like you were made an offer that you accepted. You probably got in a relationship, your heart got involved, and you found out and you started noticing, wait a minute, this relationship is all about the Fool's energy. This is like living day by day, moment by moment. There's no future involved in this relationship. So I think maybe this is what broke your heart, because you really thought this was a sincere offer and going forward with this person. I have the Six of Pentacles under the King of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is about being breadcrumbed. These are the types of pentacles you were getting. It's almost like begging for attention. So they may have run in and out of your life. I haven't got the Knight of Wands, but I have a whole another half to go in this reading. but I feel like they really weren't into this relationship like you were. And they weren't really, you know, trying to grow the relationship like you wanted to. And it really threw your scales off balance. It was hurtful. It's right between the Knight of Cups, this Three of Swords, and should I say this different? This Three of Swords is right between the Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So this is what broke your heart. You thought it was sincere, but you ended up getting breadcrumbed. So you go on guard, and you start to put your wand up, and you start to kind of block some things that they're saying to you, like, well, you never know, you know, this might, you know, turn out, you know, you just don't know. Let's just give it time, or whatever they're saying. It was like, it feels empty. It feels like just something to say in order to keep breadcrumbing you to stay in the relationship. But I feel like you became aware of that they weren't following through. They really weren't acting upon the things that they were saying. So this energy of the Fool, you were started to block because you knew that your heart was getting more involved in theirs. Under the Six of Pentacles, I have the King of Cups. Now, Cancers, King of Cups is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. This is your reading, and I feel like what you've done here is you've pulled back a huge cup of love. I really do feel like your heart was getting involved. Of course, you got the Three of Swords right in the center surrounding this reading. So your heart was getting involved. You realized that this relationship was like, not going the way that you wanted it to, or you know, your heart. So you pulled back that cup of love and you started holding it close to you, because the breadcrumbing is something that you decided, hey, look, this is not a one-sided relationship here. So you pull back that big cup of love that you have and you start to hold it close to your body. Next to the King of Cups, I have the Justice card. This is the card for Libra, but the energy, so Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading, but the energy here is about self-justice. This is about you putting your sword up. This is about you taking control over your life, getting rebalanced. See the scales here? That's the whole thing about the Justice card, is getting fairness, getting balanced. And so it looks like you will take control. You pull back that cup of love. You start to get rebalanced. You go forward with your sword up, and that is seeking truth and seeking clarity along the way, which helps you stay balanced. And you're moving into this place right now that's called the Sun. Beautiful place. One of my favorite cards in the tarot deck. The Sun is all about fresh starts and new beginnings with lots of love and lots of joy. So there's a child on that horse, so children be involved in this reading. But this is where you're headed in that fresh start and new beginning. You're going to get rebalanced. You're pulling back your cup of love, and you're heading towards a fresh start and towards love, towards joy. So, and living in this Fool's energy, you're actually blocking moving forward towards the Sun. So let's keep reading. Second part of the reading. Let's take out more cards for Cancers. What else do they need to know, universe? For our Cancers, what else do they need? Any advice is always wonderful. Ooh, the universe. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we have. Yeah, let's take it off here. But yeah, you are definitely coming out of that Fool's energy. I have one extra card. Okay, so Cancers. I have the King of Wands here. King of Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. The King of Wands, though, this is your energy up on your highest energy line, is holding on to a staff of fresh starts, new beginnings with one hand, and you have your hand on your hip with the other hand. So this does tell me that you are getting ready to move forward. Remember I said that you're pulling back that cup of love, You're getting rebalanced. You're moving into a fresh start, new beginning where there's lots of love and joy. You are definitely getting ready to do that in this reading. So this could be the past that you're recovering from, or something that you are in the middle of right now. But you will be heading towards this other energy. So next to the King of Wands, I have the Two of Wands. And there you are, as a single person. I mean, you're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand. And the other hand in this one is you're holding on to the world, a whole new life cycle. So yeah, you are so ready. But what you're doing is you're not getting up yet. This is getting ready to get up. Getting ready to move forward into your new, fresh start. First, before you can do that, okay, you have to heal. I have the star next to the Two of Wands before you can move into your new life cycle. This is a very spiritual healing card. See the stars. It's about seeing your own reflection in that pool of water and having that reflection bounce back. And you remembering the essence of who you are, what you want from life, what you don't want from life. Healing, deep, deep healing right to your bare bones. So you're going to need the healing with this Three of Swords here surrounding the entire reading. So this is a card for Aquarius, the card for Aquarius. So Aquarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you have a lot of healing to do before you can actually move into this new place, this better place, this happy place with lots of love. I have the Eight of Pentacles under the King of Wands and right next to the Seven of Wands. So, here you are. See, this is why you blocked it. This is why you got on guard, too. It's because you're willing to work on a relationship. You're willing to focus and build, just like I was saying at first that I felt in this reading, while you were getting breadcrumbed. And you realize that. So, you are now able to work and build on your own pentacles. You can build your own successes. You can build your own security and stability here. And that's what you're thinking about. That you're thinking about going off on your own and just concentrating on work, or what should you do now? How are you going to, progress in life? And that's really where your mind is. Because remember, we started the reading out with the King of Pentacles. And you really want to work on pentacles. And if somebody comes along, like this person here, that doesn't want to work on a relationship and doesn't want to build a future, well, they're out of there. So next to the Eight of Pentacles is the Hermit. This is the card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart, or their chart, or someone's chart around this reading. But the Hermit here is very spiritual again. It's about seeking your path forward. And just like I was thinking is, see, it's right below the Two of Wands. So what you're doing is you're trying to figure out how you're going to move forward. You know what you want to do. You want to build on your future, okay? But you're right now just, you'll move as soon as you decide how you're going to do that. And you want to go into a new life cycle here. The Hermit is very spiritual again. It's about your time alone, and you're thinking about how are you moving forward. Well, the Hermit is shining the lantern on, focus on you. Focus on building your own pentacles, your own security, and your own stability. Right now, that's the best route for you to go. It's the King of Swords is on the back side of the Hermit, right under the star. So, this is the card for Aquarius, the star. And then we have an air sign right below the star, which is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So, two for Aquarius right next door to each other, if we want to look at it that way. But the King of Swords is very mature-minded. You will, and you are, putting your sword up. You do with the Justice card. You're getting balance. You're going to keep that balance. And you're going to move forward. And the Hermit is saying, keep your sword up. Seek the truth, seek the clarity, and this is going to help you heal, and this is going to also help you move forward. So under the Eight of Pentacles here, I have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is right next to the Sun, that fresh start, new beginning. The universe is involved. You can't stop. The wheel is turning. You cannot stop that wheel from turning. It's moving you forward. You feel the pushing, you feel the pulling, the whispering in your ear, do this, do that, go there, do that, and it's all about moving you forward. And you might even wonder, like, why can't you stop thinking about pushing yourself forward? Well, it's because the universe is involved. This is the will for the better, wheel of fortune for the better. So it's right below the Hermit saying, focus on you, build your own pentacles, and the happiness and the fresh start and the love will come. Well, guess what's on the other side of the Wheel of Fortune? The Hierophant. And this is right under the Hermit. So I really look close to some of these cards, especially the Hermit is one of them. And the Hermit shining the lantern, so it's trying to point out what you need to know. I have the Hierophant under the Hermit and next to the Wheel of Fortune. The Hierophant is the card for Taurus. The Taurus might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the energy is about security, stability, groundedness. It can be about commitment. It can be about marriage. Very spiritual. Again, well, the universe is moving you right towards this Hierophant's energy. Excuse me. There has been some confusion and anxiety, and I would say bickering going on between you and your past person here, which has got you, in self-protection mode now. And it had to do with moving forward. And I already knew that because you were being breadcrumbed, you were willing to work on the relationship. But this Five of Wands is about stress, anxiety, and confusion. It can be about battling it out, like having a heated discussion, I should say. And it's next to the Hierophant. So I think you really wanted to move forward in this relationship, because on the other side, on this past relationship, on the other side of this Five of Wands is the Three of Pentacles. And, it's like, that's also, see how black that card is? It's like not seeing eye to eye on moving forward, on the Pentacles, on security and stability. It's like they kind of wanted to detach themselves from this whole situation. They weren't ready for commitment, and they may not be to anybody for who knows how long. So you are realizing this, and you are also realizing that all the stress that you are carrying about where this relationship is going is becoming more and more clear to you, and it's becoming more and more clear through all this healing. You're getting rebalanced. You're holding your love back until it's time to hand it out. And the universe is saying, focus on you. This will help you get past this other relationship that went sour and help you to enter this fresh start, new beginning with lots of love, lots of joy. And I think that there is a commitment waiting for you. I don't see who it is. It might be one of these signs that I've talked about. But right now, it looks like it's just time for you to think about you in this reading. So right here, I have the Law of Attraction cards. This is a deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This is about the Law of Attraction. Like I said, so a lot of you already know about the Law of Attraction, how your thoughts make things happen. The way you want them to, or the way you don't want them to, okay, depending on your thoughts. But I decided to take out these. Some are affirmations, some are advice, some are just reminders. I may not go with this reading, but I'm taking out one of these Law of Attraction cards for you. Something that the universe wants you to hear, something the universe thinks you should know or pay attention to here. One more shuffle. And then I'm going to cut them and take that bottom card. There is nothing that I cannot be, do, or have. On the back, it explains it, and I'm going to read it to you. Welcome to the planet Earth. There is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. Go forth on this day of your life, experience, knowing that your real work is to decide what you want and then focus upon that. Go forth, giving thought to what you want, attracting life experiences to help you decide what you want. And once you have decided, giving thought only to that. So, this is what the universe's advice is from the group called Abraham that channels through Esther Hicks. And this is exactly what they said. These are quotations from something that they have said. So, this is your card from the universe. This is your reading, and thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.